Have you ever looked at your paycheck and thought it should be enough, yet somehow it disappears like water in sand? Have you ever told yourself you just need to work harder, only to realize that the harder you work, the more anxious you feel about money? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about something that hurts in a very specific way. Not the kind of pain that comes from being lazy or careless, but the pain of trying your best and still feeling stuck. You work, you hustle, you sacrifice. You tell yourself you are being responsible, yet at the end of the month, the savings account looks the same, or worse, it looks smaller. And then you wonder if you are unlucky, or if the world is unfair, or if you simply were not born with the right financial destiny. But here is the truth that can change your life. Most people do not stay broke because they do not work. They stay broke because money leaks through invisible cracks. And those cracks are often not about math. They are about habits. They are about emotion. They are about identity. They are about the way you relate to comfort, fear, pride, and self-worth. So today I want to tell you a story, because stories are how the mind finally stops arguing and starts seeing. As you listen, notice where you recognize yourself, not to judge yourself, to awaken, because awakening is not just spiritual. Awakening is practical. It is the moment you see cause and effect clearly enough to stop repeating the same loop. His name is Ryan. He is not reckless. He is not lazy. He is not the person who ignores bills. Ryan is the person who tries, the person who says yes to overtime, the person who takes extra shifts, the person who stays late, the person who is proud of being dependable. Ryan also has a secret he rarely admits out loud. He is tired of feeling behind. Not behind because he is failing. Behind because he sees other people moving forward and he cannot figure out why his forward motion feels like running on a treadmill. When Ryan was younger, he believed money was simple. Work hard, get paid, save, build. He thought adults who struggled were just undisciplined. Then he became an adult. He got a job. Then he got a better job. His income increased, his hours increased, his stress increased, but his savings did not increase the way he expected. It was like the more money came in, the more life invented new ways to take it away. At first, he blamed external things. Rent is high, prices are crazy, the economy is unfair. Those things can be true. But Ryan also noticed something else, a pattern that felt personal. Whenever he got a raise, he felt relief for about 2 weeks. Then his spending rose quietly, not in dramatic ways, in normal ways. Better coffee, more delivery, slightly nicer clothes, small upgrades, subscriptions, little rewards. He told himself he deserved it because he worked so hard. And he did deserve nice things sometimes. But the question was not whether he deserved it. The question was whether his rewards were serving him or sedating him. One evening, Ryan sat at his kitchen table and opened his bank app. He did not do this often because it made him anxious. But that night, he could not avoid it. He had promised himself he would finally start saving. He had told himself that this month would be different. As he scrolled, he saw dozens of small charges. Many of them he barely remembered. Food delivery, random convenience purchases, app subscriptions, a new gadget he had bought during a late-night scroll, another small purchase for a hobby he had started and abandoned. A few impulse buys that had felt exciting for a few hours. He felt a wave of irritation and shame. He whispered, "What is wrong with me? I work so hard. Why am I still here?" In that moment, he did what many people do when they feel financial pain. He made a harsh promise. He said, "Starting tomorrow, I will be strict. No spending, no fun, just discipline." He tried it for a few days. He was strict. Then something stressful happened at work. A conflict, a deadline, a long day where he felt invisible and under stake. He came home drained. His mind was loud. His chest felt tight. And without thinking, he ordered food. Not because he was starving, because he wanted comfort, because he wanted the feeling of being taken care of without asking anyone. The delivery arrived, warm and easy, and for a moment, his nervous system softened. For a moment, the stress dropped. Then the guilt arrived, and the cycle continued. This is where the story starts to reveal its deeper truth. Ryan did not have a money problem first. He had a regulation problem. He was using spending to regulate emotion. Some people use food. Some use scrolling. Some use alcohol. Some use overworking. Some use relationships. Ryan used spending, especially small spending, because it was fast, socially acceptable, and it gave a quick dopamine hit. If this is you, I want you to hear this gently. You are not weak. You are trained. Your nervous system learned that buying equals relief. That pattern can be retrained. But first, you have to see it clearly. A few days later, Ryan met his friend Daniel for dinner. Daniel was not a millionaire. Daniel did not brag. But Daniel seemed stable, calm, not constantly stressed about money. Ryan wondered how. Ryan admitted, "I feel like I work so hard and still cannot save. It makes me feel trapped." Daniel did not lecture him. Daniel asked a question. When you spend money, are you buying things? Or are you buying feelings? Ryan laughed, but it was uncomfortable because he knew the answer. Daniel said, "Most people leak money in 5 emotional places. They do not notice because the spending looks normal. But the spending is really a habit of the heart." Ryan wanted Daniel to tell him a budget plan. But Daniel went deeper. He said, "If you want money to stay, you need to change what you are feeding. Because money follows patterns. It does not care about your good intentions. It follows cause and effect." Ryan frowned. Patterns. Daniel told him a story about his own life. Daniel used to be broke even with a decent salary, not because he was irresponsible, because his habits were bleeding his future. Daniel described how he used to spend to soothe stress, to keep up with others, to avoid feeling empty, to prove he was doing well, and to escape uncomfortable truths. Once he saw those patterns, his savings changed without him becoming a robot. Ryan listened carefully. He realized this was not just about numbers. It was about identity. That night, Ryan went home and decided to do something different. Not another harsh promise, not another strict plan. He decided to become curious. He opened a notebook and wrote one question: where does my money go when my mind is not awake? That question changed everything. Over the next 2 weeks, Ryan began noticing moments before he spent, not always stopping, just noticing. He noticed that the urge to buy something often appeared when he felt one of 5 inner states. The first state was fatigue. When he was tired, his brain craved ease. He would spend to remove friction. Delivery instead of cooking. Rideshare instead of walking. Convenience instead of patience. None of these are evil. But when fatigue becomes constant, spending becomes constant. Ryan saw the truth. He was not only spending money, he was spending energy he did not have, and then paying extra money to compensate. The root problem was not the delivery fee. The root problem was that his life was burning him out. So he practiced a new form of wealth building: rest. This sounds strange, but it is real. When you are well rested, you make calmer decisions. You cook more. You plan more. You resist impulse more. You tolerate small discomfort without needing instant relief. Rest is not laziness. Rest is financial intelligence when your spending is emotion-driven. Ryan began protecting his sleep, not perfectly, but intentionally. He cut late-night scrolling. He ate earlier. He went to bed with a calmer mind. Within a week, he noticed his cravings softened. The second state was comparison. Ryan did not admit this easily, but social media had been shaping his spending. He would see someone traveling, someone wearing a nice watch, someone living in a stylish apartment, and he would feel a quiet pressure. He would tell himself he did not care, but his spending said otherwise. Comparison creates a false urgency. It makes you feel behind even when you are doing fine. It makes you buy to match an image, not to serve your real life. Ryan began practicing something that felt almost spiritual. He reduced what fed his comparison. He unfollowed accounts that triggered envy. He stopped watching content that made him feel like his life was not enough. He did not do it out of weakness. He did it out of wisdom. Because a calm mind is a wealthy mind. A mind that constantly feels behind will always spend to catch up. The third state was guilt and overgiving. Ryan had a generous heart. He liked helping people. He liked being seen as reliable. But he also had trouble saying no. When friends wanted to go out, he said yes, even if he could not afford it. When family needed help, he gave even when it hurt him. He felt responsible for other people's comfort. This is where money becomes karma in a very clear way. If you keep giving from fear of rejection, you create a life where your boundaries collapse. You become resentful. You become drained. You then spend to soothe the resentment. The loop continues. Ryan began practicing clean generosity. He still helped people, but he set limits. He learned that saying no is not selfish. It is honest. It is how you protect the future you are trying to build. He realized something painful. Some people only invited him when he paid. Some people only leaned on him when he could provide. When he set boundaries, those connections cooled. That hurt, but it also revealed truth. Truth is expensive at first. Then it becomes wealth. The fourth state was fantasy and quick fixes. Ryan sometimes bought courses, tools, gadgets, and side hustle ideas because he wanted to believe there was a fast escape. He would get excited, imagine a new identity, then lose motivation, then feel shame, then chase the next idea. This is a common money leak. It is not about learning. Learning is good. It is about buying hope instead of building skill. Ryan began to slow down before investing. He asked himself, am I buying this because it fits a plan, or because I feel anxious about the future? Anxiety spending is different from strategic spending. He also made a rule for himself. Before buying a new plan, he must finish one small project he already started. This rule saved him money and built self-trust. Self-trust is a form of wealth, because when you trust yourself, you stop buying motivation from outside. The fifth state was self-reward and emotional compensation. This one was subtle. Ryan did not buy luxury items constantly, but he had a habit of small rewards after stressful days. A treat, a new item, a little upgrade. It was his way of saying, I survived. But when survival becomes your daily story, rewards become daily spending. Ryan saw the deeper truth. He was compensating for a life that felt too heavy. So he asked a new question. What would make my life feel lighter without spending? He began building non-financial rewards. I walk in the evening, a long bath, music, stretching, calling a friend, cooking a simple meal with care, sitting quietly with tea and letting his mind settle. These things sound basic, but they are powerful because they train your nervous system to feel comfort without paying for it. And once your nervous system can calm without spending, saving becomes natural. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds like self-help, not finance. Exactly, because for many people, money is not a math problem first. It is an inner life problem. That does not mean budgeting is useless. Budgeting is a tool, but tools do not work when the hand holding them is shaking. You need inner stability first. Ryan began building that stability, and then he did something practical. He created a simple system, not a complicated one. He set an automatic transfer to savings on payday, small at first. So small it felt almost silly. But he understood something important. The goal is not to save a heroic amount instantly. The goal is to build the identity of someone who saves. Identity is everything. When you see yourself as someone who cannot save, you will unconsciously prove it. When you see yourself as someone who saves, even a little, you will begin to protect that identity. Every time the automatic transfer happened, Ryan felt a quiet pride, not because the number was huge, but because the pattern was new. He was planting a seed. Then, he paid attention to his environment. He noticed that his spending increased when his home was disorganized. When his mind felt chaotic, he craved control. Buying something gave a temporary feeling of control. So he cleaned his space. He simplified. He stopped buying duplicates because he could not find what he already had. He began cooking more because the kitchen felt usable. These small changes reduced money leaks. Ryan also began speaking to himself differently. This mattered more than he expected. Before, he would say, "I am terrible with money." That sentence is a curse. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. He changed it too. "I am learning a new relationship with money." That sentence is a path. Then he added another sentence, one that felt almost spiritual. "May I use money with wisdom, not with fear." Because fear spending and wisdom spending create different destinies. Fear spending says, "I need relief now." Wisdom spending says, "I can't tolerate discomfort and invest in my future." Fear spending creates more fear. Wisdom spending creates more stability. That is cause and effect. As months passed, Ryan started seeing the change. His savings grew slowly. His stress reduced. He did not feel rich overnight, but he felt something even more valuable. He felt capable, and capability is the foundation of wealth. Now, here is the moment in the story that truly shows the transformation. One evening, Ryan received a message from a friend inviting him to an expensive weekend trip. Old Ryan would have said yes out of fear of missing out, then paid with stress later. This time, Ryan paused. He checked his values. He checked his goals. He checked his body. He realized he was not excited. He was anxious. He wanted to go only because he did not want to feel left out. So he replied kindly, "I cannot this time, but I hope you have a great trip." Then he felt the discomfort, the fear of being forgotten, the fear of being less included, the old wound. He breathed through it, and the next day, that discomfort was gone. But the money he did not spend stayed. This is the hidden secret. Many money problems are solved when you learn to let discomfort pass without obeying it. Discomfort is not your enemy. Discomfort is training. Training is what builds a strong mind. A strong mind builds a stable life. A stable life makes saving possible. Now, I want to bring this to you, because maybe you are working hard and still not saving. If so, do not immediately blame your income or blame your personality. Ask yourself these deeper questions. When I spend, what feeling am I trying to change? When I say yes to purchases, am I buying an item or am I buying relief? When I give money or time, am I doing it from love or from fear of rejection? When I chase upgrades, am I serving my life or serving comparison? When I invest in new ideas, am I building skill or buying hope? When I reward myself, am I celebrating life or compensating for pain? These questions are not meant to shame you. They are meant to wake you up, because money flows where awareness goes. And this is where we can speak about wealth in a more spiritual way, without being vague. Wealth is not only what you have, wealth is what you can keep. Wealth is the ability to delay gratification without feeling deprived. Wealth is the ability to handle stress without self-sabotage. Wealth is the ability to say no without fear. Wealth is the ability to feel enough without constantly proving. When you cultivate these inner qualities, money stops leaking as much, even before your income changes. Then, when your income does change, the difference becomes dramatic, because you have built the container to hold it. Think of money like water. If the container has cracks, more water does not solve the problem. More water just leaks faster. So the real work is to repair the container. The container is your habits. The container is your emotional regulation. The container is your boundaries. The container is your self-respect. When the container is strong, even a modest income can build stability. Now, I want to offer a closing reflection that connects the heart and the practical. Many people chase wealth because they want safety, but if you do not build inner safety, external money will never fully calm you. You will always fear losing it. You will always fear not being enough. You will always compare. So begin with inner safety. Begin with the breath. Begin with contentment practice. Begin with learning to enjoy simple things. Begin with speaking kindly to yourself. Begin with building a life that does not require constant compensation. Then money becomes calmer. Then savings becomes natural. Then destiny shifts. Not because the world changed first, because you changed your causes. And when causes change, effects change. That is the most reliable kind of luck. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever worked hard and still felt like money would not stay with you? What do you think your biggest invisible leak is? Fatigue, comparison, guilt, fantasy, or emotional reward? Share your story in the comments. Someone else might read it and finally see their own pattern clearly. If you want more long-form teachings like this, subscribe to the channel, like the video so it reaches the people who need it. And if you want to support this work and keep these long videos possible, consider joining the membership. Your support helps us build a community where money is handled with wisdom, where habits become healing, and where destiny is shaped by awareness instead of fear. Life gets noisy. Work, stress, expectations. Sometimes we lose touch with the quiet part of ourselves. Bracelet isn't just an accessory. It's a small reminder that you deserve peace. You deserve moments of stillness. You deserve to hold on to your inner balance. If one of these bracelets speaks to your heart, You'll find the purchase link in the description below. And even more auctions available on our channel's shop page. Pick home the one that feels right.